Okay, stop what you're doing. Whether you're making coffee, sitting in a waiting room, or lying in bed scrolling, I need you to watch this entire video because what I'm about to share affects roughly 75 million people in this country, and there's a very good chance you are one of them. We are talking about a 24.4% 4% increase and a case for back pay for everyone receiving Social Security retirement, SSDI, SSI, survivor benefits, spousal benefits, and even VA and railroad retirement benefits. All of it. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is just another clickbait headline, stay with me because I'm going to show you the actual numbers, the real data, the chart that once you see it is going to make you say, wait, really? And then probably make you a little angry. And honestly, that anger is completely justified. Let's get into it. For those of you who are new here, welcome. This channel exists because I've sat where a lot of you are sitting right now trying to stretch a fixed income further than it was ever meant to go, watching prices go up while the check stays basically the same, feeling like the system wasn't built for people like us. Retirees Info was built to change that, or at least to make sure you have every single piece of information that could help you. We dig through the data, we read the government reports, we watch what lawmakers are doing, or more often what they're not doing, and we bring it back to you in plain English. No jargon, no fluff, just real information for real people. And today, the information is big. I want to put a chart on the screen right now because this is where everything starts to make sense. Here are the COLA cost of living adjustment raises that Social Security beneficiaries have received over the last 6 years. 2020, 1.3%, 2021, 5.9%, 2022, 8.7%, 2023, 3.2%, 2024, 2.5%, 2025, 2026, 2.8%. Add all of those up, all of those, go ahead. What do you get? 24.4%. Over 6 years, Social Security beneficiaries have received a collective 24.4% increase to their benefits through COLA raises. Now here's where it gets interesting and honestly a little infuriating. If I told you your benefit went up 24.4% over 6 years, you'd probably think, okay, we're doing all right. You might even think people on fixed incomes are rolling in the dough right now, right? Yeah, that's what the headline looks like. But we all know that is absolutely not the reality. Here's the truth that the official reports won't spell out for you. Real inflation has been running at roughly double what they've been telling us. I've been saying this for years. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics, which I like to call the Bureau of Lies and Statistics, or just the BS department, puts out monthly inflation numbers that are heavily aggregated and manipulated. They blend everything together in a way that makes inflation look lower than it actually is for the people who are living it every single day. So, let's do the math honestly. If the COLA we received over 6 years is 24.4%, 4%, and real inflation is roughly double what's reported, then real inflation over those same 6 years is closer to 48.8%, nearly 50%. Does that sound crazy? Think about what you actually spend money on every single month. Housing, food, utilities, medical costs, transportation. That's it. That's basically the whole list for most people on fixed incomes, especially seniors, people with disabilities, and low-income families. And every single one of those categories has absolutely exploded in price since 2020. Drop a comment below. Do you think real inflation over the last 6 years has been closer to 24% or closer to 48%? I genuinely want to know what you're seeing in your own life. Now, let's be specific about who this is hitting most because it is not hitting everyone equally. If you receive a benefit of $3,000 or more per month, you're feeling it, but you have more of a cushion. The COLA increases, even if they're not keeping pace with real inflation, give you a little more room to absorb the hit. But if you're receiving under $2,000 a month, you are getting absolutely hammered. I mean hammered. There's no sugarcoating it. Every price increase hits harder when you have less to start with. And the data backs this up. We are seeing reports literally every single week showing that Social Security beneficiaries are falling behind financially at the greatest pace in the history of the United States. That's not me being dramatic. That's the data. And here's another layer that doesn't get talked about enough. The Medicare Part B premium. Someone in the comments recently asked me a great question. Why did the Medicare Part B premium go up so much more than the COLA? And the answer is because it did. This year, the Medicare Part B premium went up 9.6%, the COLA 2.8%. That's almost 4 times the COLA taken right back out of the same check. Here's what that looks like in real life. Say you get a $1,000 monthly benefit. Your 2.8% COLA gives you about $28 more per month. Sounds okay, right? But then the Medicare Part B premium increase takes back roughly $18 of that. So your real net gain, $10 a month, $10, while everything around you costs 5, 10, 15% more. The lower your benefit, the worse this math gets. That is the reality for tens of millions of Americans right now. So here's what we're actually calling for and why the 24.4% figure in the title of this video matters so much. The argument is this. If real inflation has been running at approximately 48.8% over the last 6 years, and beneficiaries only received COLA increases totaling 24.4%, then there is a 24.4% gap, a shortfall, money that beneficiaries should have received to maintain their purchasing power and didn't. That's the back, eh? That's the ask. Now, let's talk about lawmakers for a second. And I know everybody's groaning, but stay with me because we need to say this out loud. It is 2026. Lawmakers keep talking about this being the year of affordability. That word is everywhere right now. Affordability this, affordability that. Okay, great. Then act like it. Get off the sidelines and do something for the 75 million Americans on fixed incomes who are watching their purchasing power evaporate in real time. We have seen the highest inflation since the late 1970s and early 1980s. You'd have to go back 45 years to find a comparable period. The 8.7% COLA in 2022 was the highest since 1981. These are not normal times, and the response from the people who are supposed to represent these communities has not matched the moment. Here's the practical part because I never want to leave you with something actionable. Get vocal. Drop a comment below. Share this video. The more people who understand what's actually happening with these numbers, the gap between reported inflation and real inflation, the Medicare Part B premium eating into COLA gains, the harder it is for lawmakers to ignore. Keep watching this channel. Every single update, every benefit change, every program that can help you, we will cover it. That's the promise. I want to end with this. You paid into this system, you worked for it, or you became disabled and qualified for it, or you lost a spouse and earned every dollar of it. You are not asking for a handout. You are asking for the system to actually work the way it was supposed to work. A 24.4% back A isn't a fantasy, it's the math. It's what it would take to make people whole after 6 years of COLA raises that didn't come close to keeping up with real prices. And I'm going to keep saying that loudly on this channel for as long as it takes. If this video helped you, please subscribe. The button is right below. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Your mom, your veteran neighbor, someone in your Facebook group who's struggling to make the check stretch. Check out our next video on SSI payment changes. The link is on your screen right now. We're in this together. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves.